Hey Jordan, what it do, bro? I got your email with the video attached. Brilliant idea. It's easier than typing stuff out. You can get thoughts everywhere you want them. First off, congratulations on finding your doctor. You know, that's the first step in the process that you're wanting to go through. On the topic of doctors, you know, you were asking when you should make your appointment. You know, it's up to you. I would suggest making it as soon as possible, because you know you're not going to just walk in there and get your letter for T. You're going to have to go through a couple therapy sessions, and there's these stupid standards of care that some doctors really prescribe or subscribe to, and you know, it says that they have to be in therapy with you for a year, and you have to live full-time as males a year before they'll write you a letter. But not all doctors are like stuck on it, so that's one question you should ask them. You know, when you go in there, you know, when you're introducing yourself and all that, ask them, you know, do you know about these standards of care and what's your theory on them? How much do you stick to them? And you know, at that point it's up to you. You know, if the doctor says that I'm going to stick to them hardcore, then you may want to find another doctor. You may be willing to. That's all up to you. There's nothing I can tell you about that. And as far as first appointments, you know, you asked how I felt about my first appointment. My very first appointment, I was really, really excited because I was told that there was this LGBT counselor at UNT where I go, and we get free counseling with them. So I was like, you know, rock and freaking roll. I don't have to fork out money for it. So I go in and we meet and blah, blah, blah. You know, she's really interested in working with me. She's worked with several trans women before in a counselor relationship, but she'd never done much work with trans men. Sorry, it's my girlfriend. So she was really excited about that, you know, and she told me, you know, she didn't know a whole lot, you know, about it, but she would do her research and see if we could work together, and you know, to get me my letters and stuff. And when I went to my second appointment with her, she gave me the bad news that she wasn't going to be able to, because UNT doesn't allow the therapist to write letters to any entity outside of the university for legal purposes, which sucks, but I guess I can understand. But she did do some research and find the doctor that I'm going to now, who actually specializes in gender identity issues and sexuality issues, that type of thing, the LGBT spectrum of things. So, you know, going to that appointment, I was kind of nervous, you know, meeting a new therapist again, but on the other hand, I was really excited because I knew that this was going to be a doctor that, as long as our personalities meshed, you know, I was going to be able to work with her, and she was going to be able to help me and give me what I needed. So I went to my first appointment with her, and I told her that I had been living, you know, mostly male for years now. You know, I never got too insistent on the pronouns, but I was going by AJ at the time, which was, you know, male-ish, and my friends mostly saw me as male. So at the end of the appointment, you know, I asked her, I was like, you know, when do you think you'd be comfortable giving me, you know, a letter? And she said, you know, as soon as you find an appointment with an endo, you know, I'll write you your letter. So that was really cool. And I guess part of the reason she was willing to do that is because I was able to demonstrate my knowledge of the subject. Every question she asked, I had an answer to, and in some cases I knew even more about testosterone than she was able to tell me. But, you know, you in all honesty, you're probably not going to get a letter your first time. You know, it could be 3 months, 6 months, a year. It just depends. And you commented, you know, you're really sick of thinking one way and acting another. That's a part of what they call, in the standards of care, the real life test. You know, they prefer that you live as male for a period of time before they'll write you a letter for hormones, you know, just to make sure that it's something you like. And that's a part of the coming out process. You know, you got to tell everybody, you know, look, don't call me she, don't, you know, use my new name. It's a big thing. Don't do it before you're ready. You know, you got to really think, or, you know, or kind of like when, I'm sure you came out as lesbian before. If not, you know, sorry for assuming. But anyway, you know, when you come out to somebody like that, you've got to think, you know, is this something that I really want to do? Am I willing to suffer the potential consequences? You know, not everybody's going to bail on you, but some people might be really uncomfortable with it, and some people are going to just deal with it great, and, you know, okay, whatever, no big deal. Just make sure you're ready to do it before you do it. And then you were also asking about my girlfriend. My girl and I have been dating since, June. Late June, early July, one of the two. And, you know, I knew that this was something I was pursuing, but I wasn't totally out yet, you know. I said that I'm looking at it. I wasn't, you know, definitive. Guys, you know, everybody I know, this is what I'm going to do, you know, call me he, call me Tyler, call me blah, 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 blah. And, I just got really lucky because we got together, and, I started you know, obviously I started T 2 weeks ago now. But she's been super supportive ever since I came out to everybody, you know, insisting that they use male pronouns and respectives when referring to me and addressing me, and, you know, Tyler and all that good stuff. As soon as I had my name picked out, she instantly, boom, never called me AJ again, never called me she again. As for anybody that asks, she introduces me, you know, this is my boyfriend. I lucked out. She's super supportive, and I couldn't ask for more, but we're not going to go into all that sappy good stuff. But yeah, I think I've answered all the questions you've got. If you've got more, you know, feel free to hit me up. I'll answer them again. Alright, catch you later, bro.